Okay, I had to make a new video. So it is June 23rd. So it's about 2 weeks. I was in the hospital for 2 weeks, and I've been out of the hospital almost a week now, and I've made some other videos in this process, but I got my tummy tube out, so I don't have that anymore. Just a little bandage right now to cover that area where the tube was put in. And then now I'm doing, I'm getting my medicine out. My medicine comes once a week. Basically my food and my IV medicine, because that's how I eat now. And so we've got these, I'm not sure what this is, but I think, oh, gloves. Okay, they sent me gloves this time. They didn't send me gloves last time. So that's exciting. So we have gloves, and then we've got syringes, and I typically wouldn't open these, but these are just so that I can inject the vitamins into the food bag that I'm going to get out and show you. They remembered my green caps, so I'm happy about that, but I'm kind of surprised that they didn't send more. So, yeah, they should have sent way more than just this. So maybe there's another package in here somewhere. These are very important to put on top of my PICC line. That's what keeps all of your germs and anything in the air out of your PICC line, because this is very, you have to be extremely careful. This has a line that's connected to my heart, and this is how I eat. There's three. I have three of these, one for food, one for medicine, and one to draw blood with when my nurse comes to check my vitals and do my blood work. So that's what that is. And then so it's just the top of that. It keeps the it keeps all the nasty and the bad stuff out. So there's those. These are super important. They didn't send any of those with me last time. And then we've got, this is just, they give you a kit to rewrap this, because every week the nurse will come and visit me, either once or twice a week, and then she'll have to rewrap that. So, and just keep on top of that. And then I get, these little lines are for my feeding, and I have a backpack that it goes into, and a little, I may grab it for the video possibly, but I have two different sizes of syringes. I get one for the big bottle of vitamins that I use, and then one for the smaller vitamins that I use. And then I've got this big box here that I've got to open up, and we get to find out what's all in here. I will say I'm way more confident than the first day I left the hospital. I was extremely anxious. I didn't know if I was going to be able to do this on my own, because it is one thing to take oral medication, but when you are having to inject yourself with medicine, that is a whole different ballgame. So I didn't know for sure, but the Lord has blessed me with some amazing friends that are helping me through this process. One is allowing me to stay in her home through this process. Just, it's good too, because I am a single woman, and it's good to have somebody around at all times in case something were to happen. I have had some bouts of low blood pressure, and I've needed to make sure to keep up on my fluids, like I said. So this is one of my vitamins. I'll take it out and show you. These things have to be refrigerated, so try to be quick here. But thiamine, that'll go into my bag of food that I'll show y'all. And then I got these. Hopefully they sent everything that they were supposed to. I get this is my antibiotic that I have to give myself through these IV tubes. And I do have, like I said, I have my friend helping me as well. So there's that. I'm trying to so you guys can see everything. So this is my medicine that I'll have to take. It's one of the antibiotics. They have me on some of the strongest antibiotics that you can be on for the condition that I'm in. And for those of you who don't know what's going on, I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease and battled that from the time I was 16 until about 2017, and then I went into readmission. I had went over to the House of Prayer in Kansas City, and I don't mean to repeat myself if I've already said some of these things in other videos, but just for those of the people who don't want to really go back and watch the rest of those in this journey. But anyway, so I had actually people had laid hands on my stomach and prayed over me, and you know, I was like, okay, I'm healed, and you know, I had went into readmission for about 5 years, and then about 2.5, almost 3 weeks ago, I had a horrible flare-up. I had an abscess in my stomach where I had to have a tube put in, which is also shown in different videos if you are interested in going back and seeing what that looked like, and to drain the infection. It was very painful. It was actually like the most painful thing that I have ever gone through personally, and I've been through, you know, 3 or 4 or 5 other surgeries in my life, and none of them compared to that. So, so I have this bag of medicine. This is actually my food, and then it has my ingredients on there, everything that's in there. It takes the pharmacy, you know, quite a bit of time to get all this together. And then these little vitamins, so this is only like the only reason I have the syringes, I can use saline solution to clean my line out. But this is, you know, just put the needle in there, draw it up. I almost feel like a little scientist whenever I'm getting all this stuff ready. But it is getting easier to do each day, and it's a process. So we have to inject these vitamins into here when it's time to eat. And these go in the refrigerator, which I'm about ready to put them in there. And they have to be taken out an hour or 2 before feeding, because it has to be room temperature so that you don't put your body into shock since it is going into your veins. And then there is a 24-hour feeding, which I would have constantly had it in, or there is a 12-hour feeding, which you get fed overnight. You start it at night and then you can finish in the morning, and that's the one that I've chosen to do. They don't like to do that one because of increased infection, but I feel that I'm being pretty sanitary with the process, and the person that I'm staying with understands all that too. So, and then I think, I don't know if there's supposed to be more stuff or not. They didn't send any more syringes. So there's my other bag of vitamins. Those, I'll show you what those look like. It's just 2 more vitamins. They did send me about a week's worth of food, so it looks like we're getting about a week's worth of supplies. So those are my other 2. These are just regular multivitamins, and this stuff has to all go in the refrigerator. So I'm gonna pause real quick. We'll go put that in there. Okay, so I got this stuff put in my refrigerator, and I am now like just gonna kind of put on here. I'm glad that they gave me gloves, because this stuff is not cheap. So they give me batteries. Okay, that's the other thing I was gonna show y'all. So up here is where I keep all my, so I have a little, my friend, bless her heart, she's helped me organize. I've got my blood pressure cuff to check my blood pressure in my gloves. And then I've got a basket of these syringes because you have to flush, when you're giving yourself medicine, you have to flush before and after. And then also with the feeding, you have to flush the tube line so that it doesn't get clogged or cause a blood clot, or you know, lessen and reduce the chances of infection. So I've got all my stuff up here, and I am going to probably need, unless they gave them to me, but anyway, so I've got like new lines, like those are my lines. They give me a new line for each time I feed. There's the orange caps that I had. And for some reason, those are really hard to get, and I'm not sure why. Even the hospital didn't want to really give me any because they need them for the patients, I guess. So anyway, they must be really hard to get. Batteries, they send you a new battery pack because each time that since I have a battery operated machine, I don't have a, you know, they have the long poles that they give you the IV through, and then they hang your little bag. I don't have one of those, so they give you like a backpack to put it in, and then I'm gonna open. And then inside is a nice little compartment to keep all of your things, and you have to, so this is the little thing that it goes in, like the food, and it pops open. I may do like a video of the whole process. I haven't decided yet. But you'll just put the line in there, and then it's nice because it's pre-programmed for the speed that it's supposed to be releasing my food. And then it has, you know, the run time on there and everything. And like I said, that's about 12 hours. But they do require you to change the batteries out each time, whether it's using all of the battery juice or not, because they want to make sure that it doesn't go out. And so then I just it doesn't, you know, that it's fully there. So we save those for, you know, the kids' toys and whatnot, if we need them for something else. But so the backpack, once I start the infusion, has to go with me everywhere. The bathroom, everything. It has to be right beside me in the bed, and then I eat overnight. That's how I eat. So we've got a nice little system going on here with all of my stuff, and it looks like, you know, we've got quite a bit of things. I am not sure. Oh, okay, so they gave me these, but these extenders are not quite as long as the other ones, so I may have to give them a call about that and see. I don't know what that'll look like. So at least, you know, I have somebody helping me if I really can't reach my line. There's my little bag and my feeding tube, which I kind of had already shown. And my syringes. And we put this stuff in a safe place so that the kiddos and everybody cannot get to it, which is important. So that's just kind of like what it is like receiving the products. In the first batch, they did send syringes and then some alcohol wipes, but I think they're thinking that that's probably going to be enough for 2 weeks, and then once a week all of this comes in. So I just wanted to make a little video on that, and yeah, there are others online if you want to go back and watch this crazy thing that I'm going through. But I do, like I said, I feel better today. I have my bouts of energy, and then I really have to conserve my energy because it doesn't last long. And then I have to rest. I have to rest as much as possible, and that is something I have to teach myself to do, especially through this process. I have to remind myself that I do need to rest. I need to make sure that I'm resting. So this is a good moment. I have, you know, more energy right now, but that's not to say I probably need, I have a little eyeliner on my eye, but, I'll need to, yeah, I'll need to take it easy. I noticed, like, because I tend to be, like, on the colder side most of the time, and so I love to be outside even when it's really warm out right now, but, that also, like, makes me sleepy, and so I try to just balance between going in and outside right now. I'm not currently driving at the moment. I want to still kind of get used to this process because this is so new, and it's different, like I said, than anything I've done. But that's what's going on, and that's kind of what that all looks like. And so yeah, that's all I have for today.